Hello, I'm not sure if the camera looks good because the way I do it, I have to flip it round the other way. But we have got something to review here. I was originally going to do something else and then I was going to do Thomas and Diesel set, but I kind of forgot I got something for Christmas. And I really wanted to look at this guy. I have skipped out on him for months. I anytime could have drove down to Smiths and picked him up, but I chose not to. And we'll get into this. We have got the new from Fisher Price Thomas and Friends Henry locomotive. Yes. And we're gonna very quickly compare it to the Cook Along Henry in box because I've got an extra one for something that I'm working on. Yeah. This one obviously looks more like Henry to me. This just looks but we're gonna get into how I feel about this model. But I'd like to point out that the promo looks different. I mean, it's the same thing, but you know, I don't know how well you can see this. I hope you can see. The promo in this one looks a different colour. Henry, I don't know if you can tell. His face also looks more, reddish for some reason. I don't know why his face is like a pinkish colour when it should be grey. But anyway, let that be in for what we're in for today. Let that face be what we're in for today. But anyway, yeah. So he's at Smiths and that for 12 quid if you want one. Or you can, apparently he's on Amazon US now. I don't know if that's true, but somebody's told me that he's on there. But yeah, let's get into him. And he just exploded open just like that. Yeah. Oh, come on, man. Look. His printing's not been done right. Did I seriously just open a factory error? In fact, nah, because the printing was there. The printing's rubbed up. Come on, man! The zero quality control! You know what? I'm not even upset about it. I expected this. I might need to run down and get a second one. I've never had this happen to me before. This is. Oh. Hold on, wait. How did that happen? Yeah, I'm just gonna throw the box to the side for now. I'm not even gonna go down and get a return. I'm gonna keep this. Obviously, the worst model has the worst quality control. But anyway, here's Henry. We're gonna be giving him as fair a review as possible, even when he looks like this. Okay, so positives. I like the tender. Negative. Okay, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to get into the negatives that quickly. There's more that I like about this. So we got here the tender, which is probably my favourite part of the whole locomotive, and I'm just going to pretend that this is complete. But yeah, I like the tender the best, not because it's been printed correctly. We're going to pretend that this is the Henry that we see in the promo images. Very, very nice. The tender's the only part that they've nailed about this model. Anyway, the Henry locomotive itself. I like the dome, I guess. It has a lovely colour of green. The negatives, right. I've got a lot to say about this model. So, to me, the dome looks too far forward. This one here. The dome could also be in the middle. This one here. This kind of looked weird to me. The whistle is my least favourite part. This whistle looks terrible. I mean, I like that it's detailed and got the open bit. But why does Gordon not get this? Or James? James doesn't have a whistle like that, actually. Or... In fact, who else has a whistle like that? I don't know, actually. I looked behind me. I would have said Edward, but he's not been made in Motorized yet, and you know what? Maybe that's a good thing. Uh, he's... I don't like this. This is probably one of the worst models they've made so far. His face is terrible. I mean, I like that they gave him a different face. Mine's got a mold mark in it, because of course it does. I'm not even upset at this point. I expected this. I expected Mattel's quality to not be the best in this guy, honestly. But he's got the worst facial expression I've seen. I've seen somebody try to defend this face. This honestly looks like he's on the verge of a mental breakdown. This actually looks like a Henry face to me. People just go, oh, but that's just Gordon's with a different iris colour. Nah, it's not. He's got the same mouth, but he's got different eyebrows, a different iris colour. It's a different face. I can't believe though that I got an error one. I can't believe Mattel done me like this. Well, I can actually, because this was to be expected, honestly. But yeah, I'm not even disappointed. I'm not even that disappointed about it, honestly. I expected something like this to happen to me. He's covered in surface scratch here. I don't know why. Oh, but he's got UKCA underneath him. But let me go to the side and let me grab his tender and let me grab somebody else to compare him to, which will be an unfair comparison because here is Gordon, which I've actually started modifying. I made him able to free wheel. You can also come off his thing, come off his running board. Yeah. Just pretend that everything is there. I'm trying to modify him to be a big push-along one to run in Trackmaster track. I still think I prefer Gordon, actually. Honestly, see, the whistle is the big thing which is throwing me off of Henry. I would rather have no whistle at all than have it this far forward. I don't know if anybody else agrees with that, but that's just me. Gordon's at least looked decent. I know it was off-centred. That's where the whistle used to be before I removed it, but I do have a regular Gordon somewhere. I just don't have it on me at the minute. But yeah, that's to me is one of the best models that they've made. This to me is one of the worst models. Some people would say that it's kind of an unfair comparison because Gordon and Henry are two different things, but they're actually modded characters. It's the same engine that they've retooled, is what I'm saying. Another thing that I don't like about Henry, the fact that he got shows over like Terrence or the Troublesome Tankers, characters that do stuff in the TV series, and then Henry just drives around and has like a minute overall of screen time when he doesn't do anything. To me, that doesn't make sense. I don't know why. Why Mattel? I might need to update my thumbnail now to say that this is probably... In fact, no. Let's not update the thumbnail. I just got an unlucky back. I'm not going to include the fact that Mattel can't print properly on my thing. But the fact that it goes ham over Terrence, and Terrence has only just recently got a model. It's kind of weird. But anyway, let's do another comparison. I would have done more comparisons if I could. I would have compared him to the original Tomy Trackmaster model. I would have compared him to the Trackmaster 2009 model. I would have compared him to the Trackmaster Evolution model. I would have just compared it to the Tomy Trains one. But you know, I don't have them on me. I'm sorry. But what I did have, I had this guy there, the 1993 one. When I said original Tomy, I meant like the 1996 one with the like moulded face. I think this guy here is miles better than this. I mean, I know the bar is pretty low for that. I know I'm going to make somebody sad by saying, the stickers look a bit greasy. I've not seen them in a while. I don't have the co-load for them, sorry. I do have the co-load for the other ones. This guy does not run, by the way. I tested him before. I got him 3 years ago. Yeah, I really hate that one, so I can't get behind it. Yeah, it's like night and day, honestly. And you know, I'm just gonna very quickly see if I can get batteries into Henry. We'll see if he runs. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't. I am back. I don't know how well you can see me. So I couldn't find any batteries. But round and round Kana is going to take one for the team. As you can see, the batteries run. They work. They're not dead. I only just put them in 2 days ago. Well, the round and round Kana is actually a really nice set. It's probably one of my favourite ones, actually. I had a lot of fun with that one. Let's get Henry opened. And then we put this back on. Man, please don't work so I can bully this model even more. It would be so funny. Oh, but it does work at least. He seems to be a nice runner actually. I'll give them some credit at least. He does have some nice weight to him as well when the battery's inside of him. That's something I noticed about Donald and soon to be Douglas as well. They were hardly any weight in them without their battery. But yeah, would I recommend this model? See if you can fit, because I've seen some go on eBay for £5 recently. See if you can get one like that. I'd say so. If you're paying full price, probably not. There are better options you can choose from, honestly. I'd probably pick Gordon or Donald, as I said earlier, or Toby, Salty, any of them I'd choose over Henry. Because, honestly, they've really knocked out of the park with those guys. Henry is honestly really disappointing, and not just because of this, I mean in general, even if he came complete without the missing printing on the side, I still would have said the exact same thing. Hopefully I was being fair in this review. I've tried to be. Yeah, but real quick, let's just compare it to the Push Along. Like, this to me is almost perfection. This to me is, blah. Honestly. Oh wait, its dome is in the right spot. Sorry about that. But it still looks weird, the dome. It comes, I don't have a problem with this. Wait, which one? Why has he got two? I don't know what that part's called. I'm just going to call it the dome, and then this is dome number 2. Yeah. I still think this guy's miles better, and this guy's not that good. But is it the worst model? Let's finally conclude. No. This is not the worst All Engines Go model. There is one model which I think is worse than this. And I don't have him on me. But that model is probably Hero. Hero is probably the worst motorized model. This guy is a very, very close second. And by very close, I mean that close. That close. That close. Like, there's hardly any difference. But anyway. The tender just disconnected. I want you to tell me your thoughts in the comments, if the comments are open for this video, if you liked Henry or not. I know for a fact I'm going to get some angry messages later, once this video is up. I also want to say Happy New Year, because today's January 1st, at the time of filming this. And I accidentally turned on his switch and it almost caught up my finger. Speaking of fingers, I just noticed that there's fingerprints and glue here. No, or not mine. Yeah, they're in the mould. This is the worst model I've ever bought. But anyway, thank you for watching. Please comment your thoughts. Please try not to go too hard on me for my opinion. It is just my opinion. Don't let my opinion dictate your opinion. Don't let it dictate if you go out and buy it. Because at the end of the day, that's up to you what you buy. And yeah, thank you.